Hello friends, welcome back again. So in this tutorial we are talking about the functions. What is a function? So in programming language, function is a subroutine, or it is a routine that is used for to achieve specific task, or it is just module. So you can do a specific module for the particular work. So for example, you want to achieve something, so you can create some particular module. You should not have type a long code one by one after a line. You can divide your whole work or your program into the different modules, so that if you have any problems, so you can get able to identify which module has some errors or bugs, and where you have to go and find out, rather than if you have a long number of code of lines and you try to find out what is the error and how to have to rectify it. It's much difficult. So that is why we use functions to achieve the modularity, or to divide the functions into the different modules or parts. So some specific module done some specific tasks, so that is what we as it is used for to achieve the specific task. Okay, in programming language we have 4 functions. You can see on your screen, and you can make the screenshot of that for your notes. Okay, so I will define the first one, that is a function without argument, without return value. So we have 4 types. I can mention it one by one. First is without argument without the return value. Another is with argument and with return value without the return value. Third one is without argument with return, with argument with return. So every function type or every function level has some specific task, and why we have to use these levels, why we have to use first one, second one, third one, and what is the advantage over the others, we will discuss after one by one. But right now we have to define, or we have to do that, how we have to use how we have to make a program using first type of functions without argument, without return value. You can see the syntax. First is the function declaration, which is also outside the void main. After that you have to define the functions, and third one, inside the void main you have to call the functions. Okay, void main is the main function that will execute it, and that is why we have to define the calling function inside the void main. I hope you got it. So let's move on IDE. Okay, we are in our IDE. So here we have to define our function. So according to the syntax, we have to declare our function first outside the void main, then we have to define the function, and third part is called the function. Okay. So in this tutorial I am going to find out the sum of 2 variables with the help of that without argument and without return value first type of function. Okay, first we have to define the function declaration here. So I told it void function name is sum. Okay, so I have to define here void sum. So sum of 2 variable, int a, b, and c are 3 variable, a and b 2 variable, and will store the sum into the c variable. Okay, so I print the message, I display the message here, enter the 2 value 1 by 1, then we use scanf %d, whatever the input you taken from your keyboard, it should be stored into the a and b variable, and whatever the sum of a plus b, it will be stored into the c. And right now this is the time to show the print sum of a is %d, a and %d is %d. So I use 3% here, 3 integer. First % is used for a, second is b, and third is showing us the result, so it is in C. So this is our complete the whole declaration, sorry, definition. So we define each and everything what is inside the function. So this is our sum function. So this is all complete. Same like we can create the subtraction, multiplication, individual operation for individual functions. That's why I call us in the different modules you can achieve the specific task. In this module we can achieve this sum operation. Okay, so here we have to call, so you just call with the name like that. Okay, so again I define you. First we have to declare the function void sum like that. Again we have to define the function void sum, then whatever you want to require, whatever you want to print out, you should define it inside this. Third one is calling part, it should be inside the void main. So sum bracket start and close and terminate. Okay, so we have to run this. Okay, enter the two values one by one. So 10 and 25. The sum of 10 and 25 is 35. So this is a simple example. I hope you will understand and you can do so much fun with this. Okay, thanks for watching this. Thank you.